Good morning, everyone. It's Elsie. This is the last update I will be making. I wanted to thank you all again so much for sponsoring me in the Bridge to Rutland Arts Marathon. Their work is so important in my hometown, helping out asylum seekers to settle in the area and get their legal status as an asylum seeker and help them find work and be part of the community, which I think is great and something that my hometown and my home state of Vermont really needs, as their population is declining and getting older. So they need more wonderful people there, and I'm always happy to see more diversity there. So having said that, I will show you where I got on my long dog sampler Queen of Hearts pattern to end the arts marathon. Oops. Okay, so here's where I am. I don't think it helps to put it closer. In fact, I think it makes it look fuzzier, but so I got this little flower done, which I really love, and all of this, all these leaves, and I didn't quite get the last pink flower up here done, but it will be right here. And yeah, I love the color combination and how all the colors work off each other. Yeah, it's not where I started, but I'm so happy to be here. And oh, I did run this line down more. I don't know if I'm going to get this whole page on here without moving the hoop. My fabric has gotten very loose on the hoop, so it's very hard to tighten it up where it is. So I think when I move it is when I'm going to tighten up the fabric. But you know, the fabric does loosen up when you touch it and work with it a while, so it's pretty loose right now. I'd like it to be stretched tighter. But here's where I am in the pattern. I'm almost like right here. So then after I finish that one flower that I'm working on that sticks way down here, then I've got some kind of a bird here and a bird here. And then I'll finish going down here, and I've got this crown's going to be pink. Then all this is going to be maroon. All this is going to be maroon. So yeah, I am super happy, super excited. I love that I kind of went through an evolution and that it was a process to get to where I am now, which really feels like the way I operate. I'm kind of a jump in and do it kind of person, and then, you know, jump in and do it and then edit, you know. I guess I'm the kind of person who doesn't think about it enough up front, although I thought I put a lot of thought into this, but sometimes it's the execution where you see that those weren't the best choices, or, you know, stuff like that. So I just think it's very interesting. That's just the way I am. So it takes more time to do things that maybe, I mean, you can either put more thought into it up front or along the way or whatever, but it is what it is. So yeah, so I'm going to keep pushing on this, and maybe when I finish it, which will be God knows when, I can send you all another email with at least a photo of it so that you can see. Or maybe I will, since I created this whole channel, this whole YouTube channel just for these videos, maybe when I am done, or even a couple times, you know, maybe after I finish the first page, I'll make another video, and after I finish the second page and the third, and then when I'm done, just so the channel will not leave it hanging out there, right? Someone might find this channel and be like, oh my God, did she ever finish this? So I might do that, just so that the channel will end up being complete. But yeah, I'm really liking it. Very happy. So I've still got 3 projects going. This one, the Russian one, which is, you know, I had started the sun. Actually, we'll just pull that out as part of this summary. So let's see. Yeah, so this is where this one ended. I really like this one too. So I am looking forward to making some more progress on this at some point. But it might not be soon because I need to work on the 2 things that I want to publish this year, which are the book and the social card game, kind of. It's like an interactive card game that you do out in public. And so I'm still working on all the details of that. Last night I had a really great idea. So my book is going to be in a small format, which is 4x6. And I like that format. Thich Nhat Hanh has a set of little books called like How to Love, How to Fight. There's a whole series of them, and they're 4x6, and they're just simple little books, and I like them. So if I made this card game also 4x6, then it would really kind of go together, you know, and it'll be the same topic, how to find joy. You can use these social cards to go out into the world and interact with people and give them joy and make joy for yourself. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm going to try to buckle down. I want to have them both published by the end of the year. So there's a lot of designing and editing and all of that kind of stuff, and finding out where to get these cards made. The book I can put on Amazon and they will print them for me. But the cards I'm going to have to do differently. So yeah, that's going to actually be a whole thing, because then I have to figure out how I will sell them. Will I be personally packaging them up and mailing them? Because normally you would have a manufacturer make you 500 copies of the deck, right? And they would come in a box that was all branded and stuff. But then if I have 500 copies, I will have to sell them myself. I don't know how that works with Amazon. I don't know. So I'm not sure I'll be able to sell them both on Amazon. I've got to figure out how that works. So that'll be some exciting stuff for me to be working on. But I have a friend who actually makes a lot of tarot decks. He designs them. He's an artist. So he's very familiar with actually the process of getting custom card decks made. And I think he just has them shipped to him, or I think he might have told me one time he has a warehouse that he pays to store them. I don't know. But he has a lot of information. So we're going to be sitting down soon so I can sort of pick his brain about that. Also, in the meantime, I had a note on my calendar to start looking at my hurricane supply. So that is a thing I do every year. Some people here do not do that. They are not, I'm a better safe than sorry kind of person, but many people are very complacent because my particular area has not been hit hard with a hurricane for, I don't know, a very long time. And it is weird because sometimes when weather's coming through, it dissipates over this little peninsula that I live on and goes north of us. So I don't want to count on that, though. I'm a very be prepared kind of person. I'd rather be prepared than not be prepared, right? So I literally have all of these pages of what I do during hurricane season at different times, and all of my supplies and what they're in, and which ones I would take with me if I evacuated. So I did evacuate my home last year for a hurricane. I just went to a friend's house. So again, I live on a peninsula, and when I think about a bad storm coming, I think, even though I'm in the highest part of the peninsula and my building is pretty sturdy, If something bad happened, I might end up stuck here because of all the down power lines and possibly damage to the bridges. So for me, even being a couple hours north of here and not on the peninsula, then if something bad happened and say, I mean, if you don't have electricity here in the summer, you can't be here because it's extremely hot and muggy, and you wouldn't be able to just be in your apartment with no air conditioning. So if I'm off the peninsula and something bad happens, I can just keep driving north, you know, and maybe go visit my family in Vermont. So, um, so I take some of my supplies with me, but not all of them, because if I'm not here, I don't need the supplies that are for like when there's no electricity. Because if there's no electricity, I just can't be here. And my cat can't either. My cat has a very, very heavy coat on, and she does not do well in the heat. So this is one of my other projects for the coming. Apparently, hurricane season doesn't really start until June, but I like to start thinking about it early, and then I don't have to think about it unless something actually happens, you know, after that. So anyway, fun things you do when you live in Florida. Okay, so I think that is it. Again, I'm going to be opening up the YouTube channel now. You know, this whole time it's been private, and you guys can see it because I sent you a link. You can see each video. So I will send one follow-up. I guess I could I could open it up before I send your email, then I can include the link in that. And then you can kind of see all the videos if you want to. Yeah, so that's it. I really enjoyed making these videos for you, and hopefully I'll do it again next year. So have an incredible summer.